Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today for Grace with Paul Gray. This week we've talked about love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, how all of those come from God, how we have an endless supply of them, how we can't ever run out, and how the more we give to others, the more we have ourselves and the more to give. And all of that is surely true. Now I want to finish this week by looking at some of these fruit of the Spirit, qualities of God, if you will, and think about how do we describe them so that somebody else can understand what they mean. You can give examples of somebody being patient or kind or good or gentle. You can go to the dictionary and get definitions. You can go to a Bible dictionary, and that helps some. But, what about unconditional love, joy, peace, grace? Can you or I adequately describe them? Not really. I just wrote a book called Grace Is to help people see what grace really is. And I believe it's helpful, but it's extremely hard to describe accurately what grace is, or love, or joy, or peace. We give examples of it, like with love. We write songs about it, poems about it. But like the wind, it's hard to describe. We all know there is wind. We see the effects of the wind. We can feel the wind. We can watch what it does, but it's hard to describe, isn't it? Of course, there's a dictionary and a scientific definition, but they come woefully short of describing accurately what wind really is. Look at these verses. Isaiah 26:3. The prophet is saying, Lord, you will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast because they trust in you. Titus 2:11. The grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men. Nehemiah 8:10. Nehemiah said after they built the wall, go and enjoy choice food and sweet drinks and send some to those who have nothing prepared. This day is holy to our Lord. Do not grieve or be sad, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. 1 John 4:8-16-17. God is love, and God, perfect love, drives out fear. Don't miss this. This is extremely important. The best, most accurate way to describe perfect love, perfect peace, joy, and grace is Jesus, Christ in you. Hebrews 1:3 says Jesus is the radiant and flawless expression of the person of God. Jesus is the radiant and flawless expression of the fruit of the Spirit. Just like you can't adequately explain the wind, you have to experience it to see what it's like. Neither can you explain unconditional love or perfect peace or amazing grace or perfect joy. You have to experience them to see what they are really like. And they are each Jesus, Christ in you, the hope of glory. Jesus, God himself, is in you, and he's in everyone. He's the embodiment, the perfect embodiment of love, joy, peace, and grace. He is limitless. He is the fullness of God. He's complete. You never run out of Christ. You can never waste Christ. He's always with you, always in you. He never leaves you and never forsakes you. His loving kindness endures and lasts forever. His love never fails. You can't explain Christ, but you can experience him living as you. You can experience him being joy and peace and love and grace in you and through you and as you. And in the process, everyone you interact with can experience Christ. Pure, perfect love, perfect peace, perfect joy, perfect grace, in a way that you can never get what they're like from a book or a sermon or a video. And you don't have to work at all to do that. You just rest. You let him be as you. Now, you can't understand that from me or anybody else telling you, but you can experience it. You can experience him, and you can't waste him. You'll never run out, and your joy will be complete. Jesus said in John 15:11, I've told you all these things so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. And then he said, on that day you will know that I'm in the Father is in me, and we are in you. You want to experience perfect love? You want to experience perfect joy? You want to experience perfect peace and perfect grace? Just relax and rest. Be still and know that Christ is in you and with you. And as you relax and just be who you are with Christ, you will experience all of those things in ways that neither I nor you nor anybody else can describe. But you can experience them. You can experience Christ, and he is wonderful. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.